Alas, I too fled vermin for Batal many years ago. I had little choice in the matter. To remain was to die. A Vermundian soldier I was, but being Beastren, my comrades and I were oft given missions of certain doom. With tooth and claw, we fought to earn our place. Yet, 'twas not praise that awaited us upon our return. But Vermund considers its Beastren residents as disposable as cattle. Eventually, I couldn't stomach that existence anymore, and I made my way here, to Batal. It took time, but I've managed to build a life for myself in this land. Now, I strive to use my position to grant the same opportunity to others. Here, at least, we are treated a little better than cattle. We are free to live our lives, however harsh those lives may be.
If your pack grows over full, simply ask me to sell off your...
Shall we deliver the letter to Sir Barbas in the Agamemnon ruins, master? Methinks I know where to find the person you're looking
Lo! A ballista! Hobgoblin!
have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness.
I knew you would prevail, Master.
I dare say the Arisen could have defeated this lot without us.
A result to be proud of.
Over so soon.
Rally! Reinforcements have come to aid our foe.
No mercy.
You have my protection. Look out, Arisen! We're under attack! Focus. A moment of precision will spell our doom.
Here it goes.
Tis weak to lightning strike.
Let's test that theory, shall we? have our foes using it against us.
Seems we have arranged our foe.
Correct, little moment. Makes for easy prey.
By your leave.
What is it? What has happened to your magic?
Tis perilous here. I recommend a swift retreat. Hold fast, Arisen. I shan't let you fall.
Measure of pace. Not go amiss.
I'm saved. Thank you, Arisen. I shall finish this. For the Arisen! We are the best of the demon. We must do whatever we can to knock it off balance.
Interesting. Suppose we can try to put the odds in our favour.
Understood.
Prepare yourself. I grabbed hold of the beast. Now to seek.
Happily, sir.
We are hard pressed. Out the flames before it is too late. When enraged, this creature is capable of calamitous strength. We ought not to provoke it.
I hope you weren't expecting mercy.
Yon path leads not to our destination. If you would prefer to explore, I shall guide you another time.
I'm sure there's a very good reason to continue to her. We must respect our master.
find myself wondering why we must fight against our fellows.
I suppose 'tis so.
Take care. Ice can be deadly.
I shan't let them fall. Nicely done.
They merely did as duty demands.
Aptly said. Prepare yourself. I see you've taken it. Watch your footing, Master. Losing your balance on an incline this sharp.
I'm saved. Thank you, Arisen. Avoid flame at any cost, Arisen. You have been doused in oil.
Just yonder looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients.
I say we collect as much as we can carry.
Never have I encountered such a strategy.
Unbelievable. That was thrilling. I did not know I could feel so alive. Pitiful a foe would give you no trouble.
We can ill afford to grow overconfident. Our foe is not yet ready.
That was certainly worthwhile.
Aye, I'm Barbas. What do you want? Brought something for me, have you? Let's have a look then. Very well. You may leave this matter in my hands. I wouldn't worry too much. I've no doubt this poor exile's request will be approved. You've done a good thing this day, sir. I know it isn't much, but I want you to have this.
A result to be proud of. With this,
A fine man, that Sir Ernesto. He uses his position to grant aid to those who would flee vermin for Batal. Mayhap you'll be intrigued to know I made that very same journey once. I was a vermin myself. Life's no dream now, mind. Those of us who escape vermin are given the lowest tasks. The ones no one else would touch. We're outcasts, even here. And yet still I can say my lot has improved. We're given wages for our work, for one. That's unheard of in Vermund.
come. I'll lead the way. I believe this is intended as a means of transport. It would be interesting to see where it might take us.
Contraptions like these are best used when and as we find them.
Beg pardon if my hospitality is a bit lacking, sir. My duties tending to the excavation tools take up most. But if you seek a bed and you've the coin, 'tis yours. No questions asked. It would benefit us all if the roads were safer. Glad to be of service, sir.
A lightened pack does wonders, doesn't it? I'd not realized I was carrying so much.
I've a selection of wares that's sure to please. Pleasure doing business with you.
No purchases to be made today, I see.
Why? Peruse at your leisure, sir. Always a pleasure.
Whatever foes call this their home must be uniquely fearsome.
Indeed. Vermund feels a world away.
My word. Never did I dream we would come upon such a rarity.
Master, do take care not to throw it away by mistake.
Ah, now here's a surprise.
At least all our efforts weren't for naught.
Interesting. I shall have to inform my own master of this. Pray, allow me to open yon chest. Some of us get complacent. 'Tis my duty to hear the people's concern.
Time to be heading.
I lament this calling I've chosen at times.
That looks promising. Any ideas as to how we might reach it? Methinks we picked up a key somewhere.
Put it in the lock. We'll soon know if 'tis the right one.
Pray, sir, have you aught to spare? Worked hard today. I think I've earned a rest. Pray, sir, have you aught to spare? Mayhap I'll buy myself a new sword. To my aid.
Got to get home.
I'll sleep like a log tonight. I'd not linger. That went as well as we might have hoped. Let us cast our eyes about and analyze the situation.
Have you heard tell of an ox cart travelling the roads at night? Honestly, I follow every regulation to the letter and only travel during the day. Why can't others do the same?
There's been much talk on the street of this phantom ox cart that travels after sunset. But I've heard rather enough of it. Our hands are full enough as it is. I tell you, those ox cart merchants have got no interest in following regulations. It's a disgrace, it is. All merchant ox carts are forbidden from travelling after dark on account of the danger out on the roads. Yet we've had multiple eyewitness accounts of an ox cart carrying freight at night. There's an investigation underway now. People are calling it the Phantom Ox Cart, as if there's such a thing. Why people have to go stirring things up is beyond my ken. Our hands are full enough as it is, thank you.
Say, have you heard tell of an ox cart travelling the roads at night? Some call it the Phantom Ox Cart. No one knows what its cargo is, save that it carries it in a caged wagon. I very much doubt there's aught spectral about it. Like as not, 'tis but a band of brigands transporting their ill-gotten gains. Honestly, I follow every regulation to the letter and only travel during the day. Why can't others do the same? For purity of trust, security's a must. That's my motto. Pray, notify someone if you see aught suspicious.
I'm not taking any passengers just now, sir.
Do let me know if you're in need of aid.
Have you a different destination in mind, Master? Very well.
Pray, do not impede me, sir. I'm on duty.
Should you espy any large monsters fallen on the road, I ask that you leave them undisturbed.
That reminds me. Oft do we call on you to carry the burdens we cannot. I must thank you. Your toil keeps me light on my feet.
Goblins approach!
We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness. The arisen has been drenched!
No mercy!
You've got to fight for it, cuz!
That's what you get!
Got some business with me, do you?
Apologies, but I can't offer you a ride, sir.
An ox cart ought to make our journey easier.
One hopes these carts offer comfort commensurate to their cost.
Here to ask aught of me, are you?
I tell you, those ox cart merchants have got no interest in following regulations. It's a disgrace, it is. All merchant ox carts are forbidden, yet we've had multiple eyewitnesses. People are calling it the fact. Why people have to go stirring.
As a matter of fact, curious thing, one of my former masters chose to hire only women. I wonder why.
I'll be sure to keep that in mind.
I am sorry. I am saved. Thank you, Arisen.
These beams are going true where their skulls smash beyond repair.
Impressive, Master.
I dare say the Arisen defeated this lot without us.
A result to be proud of.
Materials, eh? I shan't deny. They have their uses.
I brought the number that you requested. I'll take it this will be enough.
Aye, nicely done. Get in, you lot. Here's your payment.
Thank you kindly, sir. Ordinarily, coin like this would take me half a year to earn.
And I'll thank you to spend it wisely. Don't go drawing undue attention onto yourself, or that'll be the last you get. An ox cart travelling a night is suspicious enough in its own right, if 'twere known that I'm carrying pawns across the border.
I know, and I'll take care of it, I swear it. Contact me again when you've need of more cargo, won't you?
Allow me to lead the way. I can take... Could it be that pawns are being sold as chattel? Let us see what that soldier can tell us of this arrangement.
Should you need to communicate in Elvish, pray call upon me. Or be only too...
What is it? I've done naught worth following me over. Hold, I beg you. I'll tell you what there is to know. I was approached by a battalion merchant I met at the border checkpoint. He offered me a coin in exchange for rounding up pawns. Aye, I know. Here in Vermund, there's nary a deed more abhorrent. But you have to understand, my gambling debts were like to drown me. I needed coin, and I needed it fast. I know not where they've been taken. Pray, believe me. Here, take this. 'Tis a document I got from that merchant. If word of this should reach the palace, I'd no doubt be disciplined. I might even lose my post. I'll give you all the gold I got today. So pray, I beg you, will you let me go? I swear, I'll ne'er do aught like this again. You have my sincerest thanks. I see the true Arisen is merciful indeed. I'll be going then.
Do we know of someone who might better understand this document? Captain Brandt and Regent Kin Sven are likely to be of aid, but Minister Allard is best avoided.
Not bad, all things considered.
Look as long as you please.
Oh, what does this say?
It couldn't hurt to take a peek.
Welcome to the Starge. We serve all manner of fine ales here. Shall I pour you a cup to start you off?
You have my fullest confidence. Yes, Your Majesty? Ah, so you've encountered the Phantom Ox cart from the rumors. To be precise, the letter of the law does not forbid the abduction of pawns. However, in our sovereign-ruled kingdom, crude treatment of the pawns who so loyally serve our liege is an act decried by all. If one were to sell them for personal gain, they would doubtless be censured no matter their station. And this letter, by its make and the quality of the parchment, I can only surmise 'tis of the like used in the palace. We ought to assume a member of the court has a hand in this matter. But for what purpose are these pawns being gathered? And where are they being taken? I have a proposal, Your Majesty. Should we ascertain the pawn's destination, perchance we will discover the intent behind this. Yet if we question the driver haphazardly, this mission will be over before it begins. I bid Your Majesty follow the ox cart without arousing suspicion, that you might divine where it is headed. Alternatively, mayhap Your Majesty could assume the guise of a pawn and await pickup in a likely location. I leave the choice to Your Majesty's discretion.
Understood. I will await you here, Arisen.
What's this? Only pawns? What's that dullard playing at? Suppose it's all the same. The cargo's all I need to get the job done. In you get, then. What's this? Suppose it's all the same. The cargo... Oh, it's cold out. Fie, I'm tired. Empty. Forgot to buy more drink. Could do with a proper meal. What was that? Fie. Now I'm jumping in shadows. We're under attack! Don't just stand there! Protect the cart! Drive the fiends back! What's the hold-up? Get in! How fare my fine passengers this evening? Don't know why I'm asking, you never answer. Suppose you'll just have to listen then. You pawns are a queer lot. They say you'll do whate'er the Arisen says. You offer no complaint or quarrel, and you're undying to boot. You're well suited as slaves, if you ask me. Truth be told, I've lost count of how many of you I've transported these past few days. Still not the faintest idea what they do or where they take you after I drop you off. I've ne'er seen one of you return, though. That says a lot. As some would tell it, you're serving as targets for new recruits undergoing spear training. Others say your lifeblood is squeezed out like juice from a grape to be offered to the Empress of Batal. Did that scare you? Pay me no mind. It was all in jest. It's not like I know the truth now. Not like I care either. As long as I get my coin, I'm a happy man. I'm not fussed what happens to you.
We shall remain here.
Halt! We're expecting your cargo. Open up.
I hear they follow whatever command they're given.
Aye, and they'll take any beating without a word of complaint. Let's see for ourselves.
Sorry, my hands.
How'd you like that?
Must be your toes. Always is.
Built rather tough.
You going to fight back?
They may be undying, They do seem to
They're
know.
just taking it.
I ought to have enough for a few pinches of
What
spices.
a ball! That's it. Stop.
Enough! That's valuable merchandise you're toying with. Worth more than your wages combined. Have you prepared the cargo we're to carry alongside them? No? Well, get a move on! We're off!
Please,
Stand
have
strong.
On your knees, worthless vessels.
A thorough search of our surroundings ought to turn up something.
Wait, you're not a pawn. We've an intruder in our midst. To arms!
We may not die in battle. Far cry from being invincible.
That's enough.
We are to retreat, then?
Little does our foe realize how narrowly they escape death's touch.
Right you are. Do we truly mean to continue this battle?
I imagine we shall need to return to this place in future. Let us bear it in mind. We've made it then. What's our first order of business, Arisen?
Welcome to the Star Drop Inn. We serve all manner of fine ales here. Shall I pour you a cup? Come back any time. Well, let's, fancy a gander? Fine wares all.
You have my fullest confidence. Has there been some development, Your Majesty? Well now, you have divined the Oxcart's destination then. I see. So they were procuring pawns in order to carry out this excavation. The staff you mention is most curious. It sounds as if 'tis of the same make as the jewel wielded by the Queen Regent's puppet. I had heard pawns face much prejudice in Batal. Yet to hear that they are treated as tools to be discarded, and given such perilous tasks, 'tis contemptible indeed. Volcanic Island has long been part of Batal's territory. The lake of lava present there is revered for its flames, which are sacred to the Batali people. Perhaps 'twould be considered blasphemy to give such work to their own. Or could this simply be a means of testing the efficacy of these jewels that allow for the control of pawns? I can offer naught but conjecture. For now, we ought to aim our efforts towards proving that a member of the Vermundian court has been selling pawns. Should we succeed, even the Queen Regent herself could not deflect the people's displeasure. She would doubtless lose their confidence. You have my gratitude, Your Majesty. The evidence you have gathered shall form the stalwart pillar upon which our rightful claim will rest. 'Tis most valuable, so pray exercise the utmost care when deciding how it ought be used.
At least
You have my fullest confidence. The way to Batal should be open to you, if you make use of that entry permit. When you arrive, is there aught else you would speak of, Your Majesty? Do not forget that we work to serve.
A well-organized pack is my specialty. I'll see to it your burdens are shared between us pawns. The events of the coronation are as vivid in my mind. My talents lie in combining materials, and is there aught this pawn might do for you? I'll carefully conserve my strength, and endeavor to survive every battle, but how might I serve you, Arisen?
Is this the abode of the good Arisen? Pray, pardon the intrusion. I am an attendant in the service of Empress Nadinia. Her Majesty would make a request of you. Might you have a moment to hear it? You've my gratitude, sir. Her Majesty awaits you outside. Pray, follow me.
We thank you for meeting us at this late hour, Sir Arisen. There is a service we would ask of you. We require protection of both our person and our identity as we make for our destination within the city.
Though Batal has no official dealings with Vermund, the countenance of its Empress is widely known. I dare say even a common soldier would recognize Her Majesty. And trouble would undoubtedly ensue should the Empress's presence be discovered. You must see to it that Her Majesty arrives at her destination unseen.
We make for the Rose Chateau. Prithee see us there safely before dawn breaks.
Now, let us be off! We ought not to delay our departure any further.
pray remain vigilant while escorting Empress Nadinia. We pawns shan't follow, that you might attract less notice.
'Tis as you say. Fancy a look at my wares?
I beg you. I need that medicine.
Can't help you, I'm afraid. My stock's low enough as 'tis. I shan't go selling what little I've got left to a ruddy beastren.
But my wife, she's like to waste away if I don't get it to her.
How very cruel. We ne'er imagined matters to be so dire. Is there aught we may do to aid this man?
You have a kind heart, Your Majesty, but you cannot afford to reveal yourself here, else we may ne'er reach our destination. Perhaps the Good Arisen would assist this gentleman in Her Majesty's stead.
Fancy a look at my wares?
What? You in the market? A likely story. I heard you whispering out there. You mean what a good heart our Arisen has. But I shan't be selling it to you if 'tis to end up in beastren hands. Well, 'tis a princely sum to pay on behalf of a common beastren. But I'll take it. Can't afford to refuse a deal that sweet. The medicine's all yours.
This is the medicine I need. You'd give it to me, sir? Oh, happiest of days. My wife is saved. Words cannot express my gratitude to you, sir. I shall never forget this good turn you've done me.
That was neatly done, Sir Arisen. His lady wife ought now recover. We shall pray that 'twill be so.
Come, we've a ways to travel yet before we reach the Rose Chateau. We ought make haste.
Good day, sir. What might you resist?
Oi, you lot, help me. I've got a soldier on my tail. If I'd known 'twas his house, I'd have chosen somewhere else to fill my pockets, believe me.
You appear before us to beg that we abet you in a crime of your own doing.
What o' it? You're a beastren too, aren't you? Then you ought to know as well as I do that stealing's the only way we can survive in this city. Come on, help me out here. Consider it a favor to one of your kin. Heartless knaves. I've wasted enough time here. I'm off. Oh, son of a...
Silence, brigand! 'Tis off to the jail with you.
'Tis a hard life these people lead, that they should be so desperate as to turn to villainy. Yet a kindness granted to a man fallen so far would do little to better his circumstances. Let us press on. We have arrived at last. Thank you kindly, Sir Arisen. Now, to attend to the matter for which we have come. Prithee await our return here. We are grateful for your patience. The matter is attended to. We have allies here in the Rose Chateau who offer their aid to our cause in secret. Namely, to create a place where the Beastrons of Vermund may live in peace.
Were it to come to light that Batal has provided aid of any kind to Vermund, there would be a scandal, and all of Her Majesty's good deeds would be unmade. Thus, Her Majesty must work in secret, offering her support from the shadows. But let us not linger. I have arranged for an ox cart to meet us by the statue of the Arisen.
Do you know before whose likeness we now stand? 'Tis that of Rotheus, founder of Vermund. Oh yes, 'twas none other than a Beastron who gave rise to this kingdom. Yet, in spite of this history, our people find little welcome here. Quite the opposite, as we have witnessed this night. Past wars twixt Vermund and Batal have done much to worsen Beastron's standing here. This we cannot deny. Yet, as ruler of a Beastron nation, we can do no less than long for the day in which our people will be treated kindly wheresoe'er they may tread. And we would be remiss not to pray that the future you envision, as predestined ruler of this domain, shall be in alignment with our own. We bid you good night, Sir Arisen.
Fancy a look at my wares?
I'd soon stay out of that. A fine place. I've not trained for this.
Do you know how long you'll be? I only ask so that I might adopt the most effective stance to recuperate my strength.
It's not our place to hurry the Arisen.
Feels eerie. Ought to be said, peace
I'm
and
smart to take my mind off my troubles.
I must find my coat. My fur is rotten.
Whate'er hardships we face, we have little choice but to live on. Wonderful.